All right, we should be live. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I just gotta fix up the camera. There we go. And I see that we have Squeaker Mouse. Firsties, give me the knees. All right, hold on. Want the knees? You got them. There they are. Or here. There you go. Little leg action there. Hey, Deadman, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So today we're going to be working on the last diorama for for this whole year. This is the last one for the year, and probably for a little while because I don't really have anything else planned as of yet. Well, I could do the dioramas for the Devastator and Bruticus at some point next year, but for this year in particular, we're kind of this will be the last one for my Decepticon shelves, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And of course, Squeak is fainting. Yeah. And so, yeah, so I obviously, because I like to do the base coats before I stream, just because it's a little bit, because base coats just are boring to me. So it's like, I don't really want to do a whole stream of that. So I just decided, and I made sure to film it, obviously. So I'm not robbing you guys of content for my time-lapse videos. And this morning I actually went through with a wash, a black wash all around it. So just because it gives a nice sort of like a little bit extra texture to it, you know, so you can kind of, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's kind of like a little bit of a black spots kind of hanging out around here. It kind of looks like a burnt wood if you were in person, kind of. I think not exactly what we're going for here, but it's kind of meant to be more of a muddy sort of terrain here. It's supposed to be an outdoor sort of demolition derby ring, so that's what we're going for here. Get ready for the stream later. Yeah, I'll be sure to drop by then. I'll probably go till, well, for me it's gonna be 6 o'clock when you guys go live, so I'll probably end the stream at that point. And then we'll probably pick up the stream tomorrow afterwards. So yeah, let's just get started here. So now we're going to start off with we're going to start off with the sidewalls and stuff. I just want to show off this. I just kind of show off what we're working on. But we'll start with the back and sidewalls because that will take a little bit longer to do than this stuff here. So yeah. Let's grab the back wall. And yeah, we're going to start off with the sky. The way we kind of work as always, we'll kind of start with the sky. And then we'll work on the mountains. And then we'll work on... we're going to add a little bit of terrain, a little bit of a hill area around here, like the edges here. Or I'm not even showing it. It's kind of hold on, it's kind of bright. Hold on. Let me fix this. Can't really see it. There's like a little blank area over here where the mountains kind of come down, and I'm going to kind of cover that up a little bit with some hills and stuff like that. And maybe some like little cactuses and stuff like that. Or plants or whatever, just kind of add a little bit extra greenery to the environment. Just kind of add a little bit extra pop of colors. But yeah, let's get started. So this is blue looking up. This one ain't good. Oh my fucking god! Look at that bullshit. I'm not doing that. All right. Navy blue. You know what? I'll go a brighter blue. I kind of chose these colors last night. So I have to reach into my bin for my good ones. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, sort of that. All right. So and so from here, we're just gonna kind of map out the mountains. So we're on sky, then we'll do mountains, and then we'll just kind of work inwards. Do the little stadium here, which might do some little changes here and there as we go, but just kind of go about there. So we'll kind of map out the mountains first, and then we can just kind of go through it all. We're kind of going for more canyon style sort of mountains here, because we did like kind of like more like the gray mountains for most of the other ones. So we're doing something a little bit different here. Got a little bit extra spice to my shelves. All right. Need pink. I like pink. Got some mountains you can map out. I'm sure you do, Squeaker. I'm sure you do. All right, just gonna come down there. All right. So yeah, so this diorama is kind of based on, well, it's gonna be for my Stunticons when I eventually get the rest of them. So all I have is Motor Master. So he's gonna be a lonely Decepticon on the shelf. That's okay. We'll get his buddies in no time. And so Stunticons, they were kind of a team of Decepticons that were kind of created by Megatron. It was the Key to Vector Sigma episodes. It's one where they go to Cybertron, and basically the whole plot of it is that Megatron's kind of realized that, while the Decepticons, because most of the Decepticons, they're kind of like all jets and stuff like that, or tanks and whatnot, and so they kind of realized that they didn't really have much of a ground force, so they kind of go to Cybertron and build the Stunticons from there and give them life and all that. And they were kind of meant to sort of combat the Autobots on the road. All right. So you know what? I think I should do something real quick. Before I actually do anything else, I'm actually going to map out the building with some black Tombow brush, just to kind of just so I don't lose like the line work underneath when I eventually, because this is going to get painted up to hell and back. So I'll try to do this, and I think I need a better brush pen. Hold on. That way it kind of stands out once we get, because it's going to be covered up with a lot of paint, and we don't want to lose any of these little extra details. We'll just kind of do an outline of it all. Oh, and we don't need that line there. Shit. Okay. Let's do a cross, but just kind of indicate we need to get rid of that. I can do all of it. Just going to kind of outline the main structure of it all real quick. That way, the only thing that kind of pokes out at the end once this is all, because there's probably gonna be a lot of like orange and browns kind of poking in here. So we want to kind of make sure we still have the basic sort of shapes of the building intact. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll get back into the sky here. But yeah, the reason why I chose the Demolition Derby for these characters in particular is because that's kind of like it's because there's an episode where is where Starscream created the Combaticons to kind of overthrow Megatron at one point, and so there's a scene in that where the Stunticons are actually at a Demolition Derby rally or whatever, and so there's like hanging out there. I was like, it's kind of a fun little environment for them to be in. I always like when I see the Decepticons are just chilling. Like, it's always kind of fun to see the way they kind of hang out when they're not like doing battle and stuff. So. All right. That would be perfect. Got little signs here with some lights on the top. You probably won't see them very well because it's going to be a bright blue sky out. This environment here. All right, that should be good enough. I doubt we'll get any paint on the inside, but you never know. All right. What the? Let me go over here now. All right. So, let's see. So I'll move this camera up just a little bit. Oh, there's my kneecap. Hope you like that. All right. And we need to just go a little bit over here. And a little bit there. Probably should have done this before the stream started. I just kind of mapped out the sky, but whatever. You can do it here. It's all good. Oh, what the fuck am I taking that paint for? Get out of here. Ain't that kind. Find him later, though. Not right now. In the bright blue. All right. That should be good enough. What, so I can't time myself out for that? Yeah. Because I'm lazy. I was doing stuff today. Yeah, just gonna stay away from that fucking pile. It doesn't have to be necessarily perfect around the mountains because we'll just go over that anyways later on. Tidy that up. Cap it off. All right. Let's do a little more up in there. Nope, some areas here need to be tidied up. Get that in there. Oh, that's... Yeah, I might need a second coating actually. Just kind of cover up in these lines over here. Not that they'll be very visible in the final product, but must be necessary for this guy. All right. Will I let that dry? Oh, before I do that, smacking everything. Grab the sidewalls. If I can match up the mountains, that's the west side. And about there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying for the right side. And oh, kind of messing it up. Oh well. Like that. It's all good. All right, let's think about the side. All right. Oh. The fuck is that hair doing there? Get out of here. Unlocks you. Okay, let's type that up. There. All right. Looking a little bright. Here, maybe I move my lamp back a bit. Don't fall. Come. Didn't really do much. Yeah, it's a little bit better, but the color's not really matching. Whatever. You guys are smart. We'll figure it out. All right. A lot lighter in person than it is actually in the YouTube side. Almost dry, actually. Just a side here. Yeah. That's good. All right. Grab the other side. It's kind of a weird looking. All right. Fix that in a minute. It's a weird looking mountain. Whatever. Mountains are weird anyways. They're all weirdly shaped, but in a good way. In a good way. Doesn't need to be perfect because we'll be going over this anyways. So we'll probably start with like a bright, like orange almost. I think for the mountains, just kind of get that sort of a kind of a little bit of a cartoon vibe because they did like because in the episodes they would usually be like the mountains and the canyons and stuff like that, and deserts where they would do their battles most of the time. But also kind of a little bit of an extra bit of like realism. Some of the just kind of because I think they look better in the more realistic settings, but also I like to have a little bit of the cartoon element still there. It's kind of a balancing act when doing these. Smart, me? Uh-huh. Well, you're a teacher. You should be smart. Oh, this is the right side and the left side. So we gotta get the side here real quick. Right. Do the same thing when we get back to the other half. And just go like that. I like that. I like that. Kind of. Not really. All right. Why is it so fuzzy on my end? Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yeah, go my settings. Fix that up. Being a dick. Oh, it's on 720. No wonder. Let's try. Okay, I'll keep that. General. Whatever. All right. We're gonna tidy up. I would like that. Let's go like this. Looks kind of suggestive, but you know what? Mountains look like some of these mountains look like this anyways in the real world. So all right, good enough. Let's see. So okay. Sidewalls. That way it looks a bit more purposeful when we get to be actually sticking in, so to speak. All right. So that's the back and side walls. And they're all still drying, so we'll just leave it for now. And we'll get onto the backdrop, or the base layer. My plate. Now for this, I'm gonna try and map out because you can't really tell, but there's like little streak lines I kind of carved into the foam. I did that because I made that to kind of simulate sort of like tire tracks and such. So you see them a lot more over here. So like maybe just kind of give it a more sort of a used sort of an environment, you know, like it's been used before and all that. So it's like adding little details like that. And so I'm going to try and emphasize those tire lines a bit more. So I'm going to kind of try to paint around it, so to speak, you know. So I'm going to grab my little sponges. That should be fun. And we'll start with red. Start with the red. Or reddish orange. I like reds. Did I not pull out reds? Are you fucking serious? All right. I am so prepared, guys. All right. Hey, Castle. How's it going? I'll mix a red with a brown. And we'll see how that goes. Get a brush real quick, actually. Or use one of these guys. What does this do? All right. Okay, that kind of works a little bit. Not really. What the fuck is this for? I just grabbed it out of my freaking brushes thing. All right. That's kind of lame. I'm throwing over there. Useless. At least for this task, anyways. I'm gonna need a darker brown. I'll be looking. Got a lecture to watch, you bum. Doing important things. There we go. A little bit of black. Use this guy. Mix it all together. Hope we get something good. It's kind of cool looking though when it's all mixed up like this. And just add a little bit of extra, a little bit of an orange almost. Nope, don't touch this one. Sounds like shit. Well, what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. All right. That's gooey shit, man. I ruined a whole fucking plate over this thing. All right, bring out some red. Know exactly what I'm doing, obviously. Yeah, clearly. It's my towels on hand. Hey, missus. How's it going? All right, that should be good enough. Actually, I'll grab another towel. We're just going to do some dry brushing with this sponge. And we're just going to map out the main road, for lack of a better term. We're trying to leave the tracks be. Just going to map it out as best we can. And tracks going this way. So and then a little bit of a corner here. Doesn't need to be perfect, but I like to I just want to have the tire track sort of emphasized a bit more for what we're doing here. That way it kind of has a more realistic sort of vibe. I'm just using the red to kind of highlight the areas here, and then we'll kind of go over it with some other colors as we move on. Also, the reds are very vibrant. Oh, I just went over. Yeah, didn't want to go over. It's okay. And this area is going to be a bit more jagged. Doesn't need to be perfect. Because I can always go over it with some brushes, just kind of tidy it up a bit more. This area I don't really care too much about because it's going to be covered up anyways by the little platforms we built, which was a pain in the ass to do. But I think it's going to look good in the end. I might actually work on those a little bit too today while if we're waiting for paint to dry on both the wall and the base layer. We can kind of work on that in between. So I want to add some like little mud stains to the cars on the platform there. Just kind of get a little bit more of a realistic vibe. So, but yeah, the weathering on that turned out really nice. Actually, it came out pretty well. So that was actually the first time I actually did a wash, which is kind of a little bit different than what you normally would do a wash. Because what I did was I basically took a big ass bowl of water and I just dumped all the little car parts I wanted to have into it and just let it sit for like an hour and just pull them out, so to speak. And then let them dry for a day or two. And just do a little bit more there. A little bit more. Okay, we'll start the back wall or the corner. Don't have to worry about the corner here too much because it's going to be covered up by the platform as well. Got two platforms going in, so it's all good. Okay. Looking a little bit crazy right now. But it's gonna look, I think it's gonna look better once I get more colors kind of laid in. I'm gonna try and take some of the paint off on the corners there just a little bit. So I don't want it to be too vibrant with the red. So I'll just move this guy into here. It's heavy. All right. And else. The fuck just fell? Oh, that fucking thing. All right. Fix it. Is there a break? There we go. All right. Scraping enough off. It also kind of helps make the drying process kind of go back faster if you take off some of the excess paint. All right. Let the rest dry. See how the back walls are doing. Oop, they're still drying a little bit on that one. Don't fall. Okay. Smack you. That one's still kind of drying. So while we're waiting, I think we'll just work on the car parts, which we have right here. We have one of them. This is going to be the left side. Just kind of covered in here, glue. I didn't cut off yet. It's okay though. Yeah, this little one I got going, and then I have, or this is going to be on the right side. And I have this guy. So I'll give you a closer view of it. So we got a bunch of old toys that have been beat up over the years, broken. So I was like, you know what, let's just put it part of the actual display in some way. It kind of makes sense for this diorama to put them like that. I think just not want to stay in. Whatever. You know, it adds a bit of character that's falling apart, you know? All right. Actually, I'll probably use this guy. So I still have a little bit of brown. Actually, not going to waste anything. And see, let me make sure there's enough. Hold on. So I want to save this brush for the clouds. I'll leave that. Oh, it's the last one of those guys. Seriously. All right. Okay. Use a different brush then. Find one. Let's use this guy. Yeah, maybe not. Hold on. Okay. You will just have to do then. I should have shot for some more brushes. Didn't really think about it, but whatever. We should be fine. And we'll kind of dry brush some mud into the cars here. We'll start up. It's a really tough brush here. mostly going to be adding to the bottom. I'll add a little bit to the tops here, just a little. Oop, it's a little too much. It's all good though. Okay, should be good enough. But yeah, so I basically built these platforms, anyways, or these car parts to house some of the Stunticons, so and also kind of raise them up a bit more on the shelf there. So I basically took 4 layers of half-inch foam, and one kind of larger layer on the top there. That's where my one of my Stunticon is going to sit once I get them. Now I don't have any of the Stunticons aside from Motormaster at the moment, but I was using kind of Cup because I think Cup is about the same height as the Stunticon, or around the same height anyways. So I kind of just used him as sort of a basis to work from. So it should fit fine. If not, then, well, we're screwed. Not entirely. We can always like move things around, find a way to make it work. That's what we do here. Brush some mud there. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about too much about the open black space here. Just going to leave that. Not going to see it once it's all kind of put together. I have to glue this in. It's annoying me. Do that later. Okay. Kind of gives it a bit more life. Okay. Me a drink. I think that should be good. It's our platforms come together. So yeah, it's going to house some of the Stunticons, so your dead ends, Wild Rider, drag strip, right now. Once I get those guys in at some point. It's kind of the plan this next year. Is kind of because last year I was mostly focused on getting all the movie Autobots together, and so this year's going to be more about Decepticons in the collecting game, if you will. Dump you here. What Bay's doing? Probably get started on this guy now, or adding a color. We'll do one more color, and then we'll do some dry brushing afterwards. I think that'll be it. Probably all we need. So. Let's see. What golden brand or something? Hold on. I do. Yeah, it might be a little too light. So I'll use this. What's the difference between these golden browns? I have two of them. Oh, one. What's the difference? There is none. Just a different bottle. Hold on. This is bullshit. Yeah, it's the same color. Weird. All right. We'll mix that with a. Ooh. Maybe with an orange, I think. Maybe. I'll try that. What the fuck is this? There you go. It's better. I hate it so much when the paint comes out all gooey and shit. It's nasty. All right. Let's just use this so I don't waste my brushes. Let's mix it all. Not exactly what I'm going for. Right. You could make that work though. Let's try. A little bit of you. And a little bit of you. See what happens. What the fuck? Got some shit on my hands, so to speak. Nah, just paint. Masks. Didn't do much. I'm still a beginner when it comes to mixing acrylic paints. But you gotta learn somehow. It might work. Might work. Okay, I need my L's. This side. Right there. We'll go for a brown on top of this, and then we'll do the dry brushing. Probably should have gone with it to begin with, but it's all good. We shall make it work. Scrape it in. There we go. Scrape it in. A little bit more over here. Kind of missed a few spots. That's good though. Okay, so let that dry, and then we'll come back in with a more brighter sort of brown on top of it all, and then we'll kind of do some dry brushing. I think that will look relatively sharp, hopefully. I'm kind of thinking the red might have been a mistake earlier, but yeah, we'll see. Once I get the brown in here, I think that it might change things up a bit, make it look more purposeful. And this guy, ooh, this guy got fucked up. Leave him. And I'm gonna just keep these out to the side. Might use them later. Let that sit for a minute. We'll get back to our back walls. Time is it? 4:54. So we got another hour to go. Just want to make sure we're done before Dadman starts the stream. And are we all good here? All dried up. All right. Okay. Let's put my blues. And we'll grab my navy blue. Just add more of that. I'm just kind of just do a little bit on the top here, not too much. Just a little bit off. I'm trying to fade it into the regular blue as much as possible. Not going to be spending too much time on the sky here. It's mostly going to be covered up anyways, so it's going to be a big deal. There's not a whole lot of detail. Go around like that sort of shape. And that should be good enough. That's the left side. Mark where I have the big dark blue chunks starting. Okay. Let's go from there. A little too much. Oh well. We'll be covering up with some clouds in a minute. And the right side. And do it all up. So. Just like that. Cool. All right. That's going to do it for the sky, I think. All three dry, and we'll get started on the back to the base layer. Should be all dry. Yep, all good to go. And the plate. All right. that off. Time is it? 5:01. Okay. Probably have enough time to do at least the base. Then tomorrow we'll kind of pick things up and finish off the background. I think that's going to take a little longer to do. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, it's looking a little. Why is it so unfocused? Jesus, camera sucks. Needs a wipe down or something. The lenses, anyways. Maybe that's my problem. Okay. That should be good enough for now. Back wall's going, still drying. Looks like it. not ready for clouds. So it's not going to take too long to fully dry. So I'm just going to do some dry brushing then. Yeah, let's use a brush for that. Obviously. That guy. And maybe use Swede? Should we? Maybe. Or use khaki. Champagne? No. Medium brown? No. Oh. Right. Cocky it is. What's the weirdest sounding color ever? All right. Oh, that's in Swede. I don't think a whole lot though. Should be enough. All right. Well, that should be good enough for me. Let's do a dry brush like that. Ooh. Don't even have enough of this guy. Yeah, I don't think so. Sweet it is. I need some towel. Should be able to finish off the base real quick because it's very, very simple sort of base for this diorama. And it kind of has to be because it has to have 5 like really big characters, like especially one big guy in the middle. So can't really do too much for decoration. Go ahead and I might actually come back in with some browns, actually. Just kind of emphasize the tracks a bit more. They got kind of eaten up a little bit here. His hairs. Get out of here. Just putting the harder sort of strokes or in the back. Kind of working my way inwards, so to speak. Okay, we kind of got a little bit of a dry brush in. I'll wipe that down. Got all these hairs sticking out. Should be good enough to go through with a brush now. Just want to tidy up the little marks in there. Do that. I think we'll use a different shade of brown. We're just gonna use a really darker one, burnt umber. I guess we'll just use it here. It's fine. I don't need too much. And just grab a brush. Gotta use my brushes more sparingly. Okay, so just gotta follow this line here. So I think I need to add a little bit extra black to it. That'll make it pop out a bit more. And then just kind of go like that. All right. Just follow through. We got plenty of time. We can at least get this base layer done, and we can do the back and side walls tomorrow. Finish them off. We got a steak to cook up tonight. It's just waiting steak in the sink. All right. Let's see. And this was to kind of go all the way. Yeah, okay. Just make sure my lines. All right. See, maybe if I'm done this step early, I can kind of move on to the clouds and we'll kind of end the stream there, I think. We just finish these lines, then we'll do that. And then, so by the time I'm done this, the sky should be all dried up. Ready to go. And we'll move on to the mountains and the actual stadium tomorrow morning, and that should be a lot of fun. And I actually might go live a little bit later tonight on my Twitch. Actually, I might do some game streams because I have both today and tomorrow off. So I might do a game stream a little bit later, play some more Jurassic World, show off some of the parks I've worked on, maybe make a new one. We'll see. My problem with that game is that it's like I've already played on every single map. So it's like, how much can I do? How much more can I do? I mean, it was making a chaotic map where we just like let all the animals loose, just kill everybody. How about that? Why not? All right, we'll kind of have this one kind of follow the same sort of line as this. So I'll kind of make it to where it's supposed to be like the same color, which doesn't really necessarily line up with 100%. It's probably a little bit too wide, but whatever. I'm going to make like a smaller one on the inside. Make it worse. Yeah. Whatever. No one's going to really notice anyways. It's going to be looking at the bottom shell or bottom the base as much as you are going to be looking at the front view. It's all good. And I think that, yeah, I think we'll just have like one like kind of going like this. Hold on. I have one going this way. So kind of follow that. Okay. And then we have one kind of going this way. So I have it kind of veered down that way. For another one. Okay. Kind of have these ones kind of merging a little bit. So I imagine there would be a lot of overlapping the tire tracks in the pit here, so to speak. All right, and thin up here. I have a streak kind of going this way, so we'll kind of follow that. I have another overlap over here. Just want to finish up this side before I move on to this other half here. Make my life easier. I guess there should be one kind of going this way. Might be going a little too crazy with this, so it might be the last one I do here. This end. Let's see, someone's going to go. Oh, hold on. Okay, so there should be at least one more going off about here. That should be on it on that side. Move over. Okay, so continue this one. And let's have it go over here. think once it's all dried up, I think it'll look fine. It's look crazy now because of it's not fully dried, but I think that once it's fully dried, I think that'll look a bit better. All right, then you can just go wherever now. So it's kind of curving that way. Right. And then we need just one more, kind of going all the way across. That way it kind of matches up. Okay, and then you make another one, kind of going this way. Oh, ooh, it's a little too much. I'm going to go all the way across there. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm doing this weekend and the weekend after because I have a lot going on next week. So I'm not too sure if I'll be doing a draw stream this weekend, but we'll see. I might just take this next 2 Saturdays off, and then just kind of that way I can actually focus those Saturdays on getting the Christmas stuff ready. Maybe the best option for me. I gotta be careful not to go over my hours on my stream. I just have the cheap version, so you only go for so much time. I don't want any of that time to be eaten up before the Christmas stuff. So, but we'll see. I might be able to squeeze out a drawstream this weekend if I find something I can do. I don't really want to work on the because I just have to do the inks for all my Christmas stuff, so which probably won't take too long, to be honest. One thing that has the potential of being a very long process is the group shot, but all the Titans update. Thank you, Deadman. Just getting the tire tracks kind of laid in here for the demolition derby. So hopefully it works out. I mean, it's gonna be kind of covered up in the back here, anyways, by some cars. So even if it doesn't work out, won't be too noticeable. So I can always do some stuff to kind of tidy it up as well. I think it looks all right. One going like this. Just trying to make sure I keep all my tracks in line, so to speak. Trying to be a little bit realistic here. I probably should have laid out the tracks a bit better when I was doing the texturing for this not too long ago, but yeah, it's all good. And then I have one more streak right here, so I'll probably put that there and one like on the side here or something. So I'll have it go like this. And then this one will kind of curve. It's kind of a weird shape there. Here, let me just get a better angle. There we go. What time is it? Ooh, 5:30, so almost ready to call it quits. Hopefully we have enough time to do the clouds. But we're almost done here with the main sort of bulk of these guys. So we'll probably stop here. I'm going to finish this all, and I'll do the clouds real quick. So that won't take me too long to do either. And then I'll head out. Because Deadman's streaming in a little bit, and I want to catch the stream. I want to talk about crystal math. Crystal math. Seems like a fun stream. Get to roast Shia LaBeouf. All right. Okay, just go like this and map that out a bit more. I need a drink. It's getting dry lately, which means winter's coming. For us, it usually gets really, really dry during the winter time. Okay, so I think this line's just go right across right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And let's do 2 more on that side, and I think that'll be it. Get my clouds in. And then we'll do the rest tomorrow morning. We'll probably go for a longer time too. Yay. It kind of works. Little tire tracks here. And then once you get these little platforms placed in, which I'm probably not going to glue them in, but I mean, I think that should work if I have like 2 of these guys, you know, just hanging out there. You can see that. There we go. Yeah, it should work fine. Might go back in with some lighter colors just to make it pop a bit more, but yeah, should be all right. Okay, we'll let that dry. Don't break. And real quickly, we will do some clouds, and we'll kind of call it a wrap after that. Okay, grab the brush, do my statement mist. The only brush left of this kind, so I want to use it just for the clouds here. Right hand side, so we have one that kind of goes up in the distance over there. Yeah. That's good enough. Okay. And then the back wall. That should be done for today. You got a pretty good amount done so far. So I'm happy with it. Put one right in there. One. Better show you guys what I'm painting. There we go. Let's cover the whole area. Everyone just kind of peeking over the mountain. And then right there. Okay. I think we're ready to go with this one. All right. Time is it? Oh, yeah, pretty decent time to end it. But yeah, we got our backdrop almost done. So we're gonna finish it up tomorrow. I'm gonna do the mountains, the stadium, and then obviously the little plains or the hill area or whatever terrain. Just want to have a little bit, kind of covering up the mountain lines going there. So, but yeah, that's what we got done so far, as well as the base layer, which is still drying, but I think that should work out just fine. I might do some little touch-ups here and there later tonight. We'll see. But I might go live. I haven't fully decided yet, but I might go live on Twitch to play some more Jurassic World. Thank you, Mrs. And in case I do go live, I haven't fully committed to it yet. So might be a little bit tired by then. So, but we'll see. But I'll put my link to my Twitch anyways, because do I have access to my thing there yet? So hold up. Channel. So just hold on. We'll come over here maybe later tonight. Maybe like 4 hours, maybe. And decide I go make dinner and then head over to mod for Dadman on his channel. And yeah, it's gonna be it for me today. So just want to say thank you to Castle, Squeaka, Dadman, Mrs. Thank you guys for coming by, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. So where I'll be finishing up the diorama, and then we can look forward to possibly a collection tour stream in December at some point. So I gotta do that at some point. So I've kind of been talking about it for a little while, and it's like, you know what? I think it's time we do something about it. But I gotta get the room all nice and cleaned up before I do that. It's kind of messy right now. But yeah, I got the new bookcase in, so it should be a fairly presentable collection. I have a few alterations I want to make to the room, but other than that, I think we're ready to do a little tour in a bit. So thank you guys for watching, and let's find a clip to end this off on. Oh, I probably should get Dadman's link, do a little raid or pre-raid, if you will. But yeah, well, you guys are probably gonna be there anyway, so. All right, let's get a clip to end this off on, and I will see you guys tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, maybe, if I'm up to playing some games. So, and let's see, we want to end this off on. I swear I gotta update my clips at some point. They're all so bland and boring. Need to update them. All right, I'll do this one. So. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, hopefully. I'll probably go live around this, probably after Mrs. goes live tomorrow. So I don't really like to butt in when everyone else is streaming. So I want to make sure everyone gets their own time, you know. So on that note, I will see you guys later.
Fellow Decepticons, take heed. Your leader, Megatron, still lives. Though we remain dispersed throughout the far reaches of the galaxy, exiled from our true home, we are all still Decepticons, united by a common purpose. The time has come for us to put aside our differences and act as one under my undisputed leadership. Only then can we cast off the shackles of Autobot oppression. Working together, we can raise up our glorious empire once more and crush all who stand in our way.